Hello and welcome to the EP Template Studio image component walkthrough. So if you watched the other videos, there was a previous video about how, the overall interface on how to navigate and create a template with this app. Today I'm going to focus on how to create a template with a external image. So external images are great if you have a logo that you want to embed in your template, or if you have some example information that you want to embed in there. Whatever you want to do, it just has to be an image and it has to be located on the internet somewhere. So you can find, if you have a logo or a brand or a website, you could right click inside of a browser and discover the link to that image and paste it in the component property panel. So I'm going to show you how to get there and actually how to create this. We've had a lot of involvement in using this service, but we have a lot of questions on how to add the image. So that's what this video is about. So without further ado, let's get started. So as you're looking at the screen here, the canvas area, and as I mentioned before, I currently have the image example template created. I actually named it this to help with some confusion that may happen here. Also, if you're looking here, this button right here is a good place where you want to start. Okay, so right now we're not in preview mode, so you're not going to see. If I start, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and click here. And notice that you have to create a table. That's the first thing you have to create to actually create a template. That's the foundation of a section inside of a template. So let's go ahead and create it. It's going to create other components inside of here, okay? Other objects. But the table is the first element, and then inside of that you have a column, and then you can have multiple rows inside of a column, okay? So it'll default with one at first, okay? So you notice you'll see the border show up here that the table has actually been created, okay? So I'm going to expand this and make it larger so that we can have our image inside of here, okay? So once you have this structure, you want to go inside the row, okay? So let's create a component. Let's find the image one, and then this placeholder, it starts off at 200 by 200 pixels wide and high. Okay, so let's get out of there and let's select it. You'll notice that you're in the component. You'll notice this little status icon of an image to denote that you're actually editing an image inside of this particular row. Up here you'll see a breadcrumb, so you can navigate throughout the hierarchy up to the table that you currently are in. So if I click this, it'll go to the row, and if I click that, it'll go back to the column. If I click that, I can go back and modify the table. There's not a lot of properties inside of a table. You just basically the padding. Okay, it looks like you see how it's adding a padding. If you click this, you can lock it and you can add padding around everything. Okay, so let's get out of there and let's go back to the component panel. Okay, so notice this is the link. This is a free service on the internet. Basically, it will create these placeholder images. Right now, it's set to 200 by 200, and then the configuration based on the website that it requires. So if I were to have a link here, okay, so I could actually put a link to my image and it would replace the image here. All I would have to do is put that URL in here, and then boom, it would show up right there, okay? So underneath here, you have sizing. You can scale it up in proportion as you drag this bar, or you can actually just hit it, put the value in here. So I have it set to scale up to 50. Let's set it down to 10%, and let's go back. Let's see, 3 is probably good because this container is smaller. You can set the background color of the image. Okay, you can invert the color. Let's say this had a let's say this was a white image and I wanted it to be black. I could actually click this and it would show up. All of the black pixels in the image will be converted to white, and all the white in the pixels will be converted to black. And this also works with color images as well, but it looks the best when you're working with black and white images. Okay, so let's take this off, and then you can actually move around the padding inside of the image. Okay, like that, and there you have it. So it's going to always try and keep this in proportion. That's why right now I have this square, but if you were to have an image that is oblong, like a rectangle, it would show up centered. And you can actually move this around and actually align it depending on your image. Okay, so let's put it back in the center, and that's pretty much it. That's how you actually embed images, and then I'll be showing you how to use the other components that we have. If I go back here and I delete this, I'll show you the other components that are available. We have a paragraph one, it's just basically text, and then image one you just saw, the QR code. Let's say you want to have a QR code of when someone scans on your phone, scans the notebook on your Remarkable tablet or whatever tablet you're using, it will go to that location on the phone. So whatever you scan from, it will change the location in the browser on that device that you scanned that QR code from. Okay, that makes sense. So a time view is, you've seen those digital planners, you'll have a left column that goes down, and it basically is, you can use it for a day view or a task list or in a calendar digital view. And a month view is basically, it shows a particular month. You can scroll throughout the years and you can show that month in the screen. So we're going to be having more components. We're going to be developing more components as it goes on. If you have any other questions, feel free to subscribe below, because we're going to be releasing more of these help videos as we go along. And if you have any questions at all about the service, or if you found something that we didn't find, a bug or anything, I mean, we're software, we don't catch everything, we're not perfect, but we try our best to improve the service for everyone. We're all about the community. We want to make this work for everybody. And I appreciate all of you that have joined. We've had an overwhelming success of people actually joining this service and giving us all types of feedback. But please be patient, as we do have developers, and those developers are working around the clock. If you do send you find something that we didn't see, it takes a little while for us to actually test those and then push them back up. Okay? Thank you so much for using the service, and we appreciate all of our people here at E-Ink Pads, and we're always innovating. And feel free to leave a review and a comment below. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.